Hello everyone, Mimikins here. Today's video is going to look at the Sword and Shield in Monster Hunter Rise. Sword and Shield has always been one of my go-to weapons for support builds along with the hunting horn for difficult monsters. Sword and Shield is the only weapon in the game that can take consumables with the weapon drawn, making it easy to use healing items to support the group while also being incredibly mobile with the ability to block hits. Having said that, the weapon was and still is capable of dealing some nice damage, with its Falling Bash and Perfect Rush combos. It is one of the underrated weapons but has a lot of utility and has seen some tweaks in Monster Hunter Rise that will improve your gaming experience, whether you want to deal damage or support your team. Taking consumables while your weapon is out is as simple as holding your shield with ZR and press the usual Y to consume the various items. The nice thing about Rise is you can now actually run while doing this, making it easier to avoid monster attacks. Whetstones will still require you to stop and sharpen, same with traps and barrel bombs, but everything else I've tried in the demo is mobile. The standard combos in Rise have changed a little. You still have your basic combo pressing X, this now sends your character straight forward rather than moving around like in World. You can still change direction mid-combo, but now you press X and A instead of just X. However, if you do this at the end of a combo, it will do the roundhouse / finisher and will end the combo. This makes it feel more versatile as you have better control over your character's movement. The A button combo can now be followed with XA for the roundhouse finisher, or as Rise calls it, the spinning reaper. Essentially extending World's 3-hit combo to 4 hits. This can again be used to rotate your character if needed. You can also combo with your shield, which acts as blunt damage to stun a monster by holding down a direction on the stick and pressing A. Guarding slash. This was pretty worthless in World and I only used it when I messed up the controls for guard into backstep. However, in Rise when you perform this move you will notice that there's a blue aura emanating now each time you use it, by holding down ZR and pressing A. This is now a counter move and essentially a guard point. It's got quite a short window to activate it, but when done successfully will allow you to go straight into Perfect Rush combo, without needing to use the backstep. This one is a little tricky to master due to the timing, but even if you don't manage to get the Perfect Rush combo in, it does seem to allow your character to brace a hit without sliding back. If your timing is way off, you can press it again. Just make sure you hold your guard up, so even if you mess up, you will at the very least block the hit. You can also use the terrain to change advancing slash, which is X and A held together. Going up this ledge causes the character to do a jumping slash, while performing it from a height allows your character to do a gap closing maneuver. With no terrain, your character will just do this. This is handy to use if there's an opportunity. Some maps are obviously going to be better than others, but it's there if you need to use it. There's a couple of options for the charge slash combo. In the middle of a combo, press back on a direction while holding A, launching your hunter forward. If you hit the monster, you can choose 2 options. Press X for a jumping slash or A for a falling bash. Alternatively, if you don't hold the A button down during your backstep and instead press X as soon as your character flashes red, and repeatedly press X to perform the Perfect Rush combo. You can spam X, but if you time your X presses with the red flashes on your character, you will deal increased damage. The first Silkbind attack is Windmill, which costs 2 Wirebug charges and is activated by pressing ZL and A. This will use Iron Silk to swing your blades around, and its initial swing nullifies any monster attacks. This deals a nice amount of damage and an iframe, which I'm sure many Sword and Shield users will have fun using. The second Silkbind attack is Falling Shadow, costing 1 Wirebug, and is activated by pressing ZL and X. A successful hit will lead to a Scaling Slash, which you can choose to follow up with a downward jumping slash with your sword by pressing X, Falling Bash with your shield by pressing A, or a falling stab that hits multiple times by pressing X and A together. While this move may not seem as impressive as Windmill, as you can use backstep to perform some of these attacks, it does add extra utility so you can launch into them without a combo. It only costs 1 wirebug and it charges considerably faster than even one of the 2 wirebugs from the Windmill attack. So don't feel you have to hold back on using this Silkbind to save it only for Windmill. The charge comes back fast, and if you see an opportunity, go for it. Overall, the Sword and Shield may have short reach, but it's more than made up for with its ability to perform jumping attacks to reach higher up areas such as heads. Wirebugs make this a whole lot easier. Rather than relying on only backsteps, you can launch yourself at any time. The basic combos allow players to have a greater control over their character, so it's easier to control which direction you're attacking. But you still have the option to turn if you wish to. The guarding / rework rewards players for careful timing of counters, but doesn't punish new players who are still learning. Taking consumables while your weapon is out is as simple as holding your shield with ZR and press the usual Y to consume the various items. Amazing for players who like supportive playstyles and gives it an edge over other weapon types. Sword and Shield is looking good going into Rise. Thanks for watching, please support the channel by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next time.